So I'm using this as an example because people don't buy more time, they buy what they're going to do with the time. I remember where I have offered and helped people to set up incentives. It's not just what the it's not just getting the bonus, it's what are you going to do with the money?
Welcome to the Master Dealmaker's Secrets podcast. And now, here's sales growth strategist, John Blake.
Welcome to Master Dealmaker's Secrets. I'm John Blake. This is episode 282. And today, what I'm going to share with you are the real reasons your sales calls aren't converting. This is such a simple idea that I'm going to share with you today, but it will make a massive difference. So here's the real reasons that your sales calls aren't converting. So this is something that I have noticed after listening to hundreds of sales calls. So I get call recordings, I get transcriptions, and I have literally listened to and gone through hundreds of call recordings and transcriptions. And this is a real pattern that I've noticed after going through all of those calls. So most salespeople, even good ones, are operating at the wrong level. They ask solid questions, they use a framework, they tick all the boxes, but at the end of the call, neither person is actually really feeling anything. And what we know is that people make decisions based on emotion. So 80% of people will make a decision based on an emotional driver, in some kind of emotional driver. In fact, the word emote literally means to move. So often I listen to calls, as I said, the salesperson will ask all the right questions, tick all the boxes, but at the end of the call, neither person is really feeling anything. And that's the problem. Because there are three levels of conversation that you can have with a prospect. Most salespeople never get past level one. Here's what I mean. Level one is the surface level. So this is where almost every sales conversation lives. The prospect says, I want more free time. Or if they're a tradie, they want to get off the tools. Or I want to grow my business. These are goals, like they're valid, but they are generic because they don't have any emotional weight to them. It's only because people don't really want the thing. They want the thing that the thing is going to give them. So this will make more sense in a minute. So if someone says, I want my evenings back, and you move straight into your recommendation or straight into your offer, you've stayed at level one. You might still make the sale, but your conversion rate is probably going to be around about 20% max. Level two is the action level. So this is where the real conversation starts. So if you want your evenings back, why? So that you can do what? What are you going to do with that time? So that I can coach my son's football team. Oh, okay. So I can actually be home for dinner. So I can stop being a stranger in my own house. Now we're actually getting somewhere. Level two is the level behind the surface goal. You're not asking why literally. You're asking questions that pull the conversation deeper. What would that actually mean for the person? What would be the difference if you were able to be home at a reasonable time, if you were able to spend time with your children? So I'm using this as an example because people don't buy more time, they buy what they're going to do with the time. I remember where I have offered and helped people to set up incentives. It's not just it's not just getting the bonus, it's what are you going to do with the money? It becomes real when I get my $5,000 bonus, but it becomes more real and more motivating when we ask the question, well, what would you do with the money? What do you love doing? I love traveling. Where do you love traveling? I love traveling to Europe. Okay, well, let's work on this together. Let's help you to get to this particular goal, this particular outcome. And now you've got someone working for you that's actually working toward, they're not just working for a wage or working to get a bonus. They're working because they're going to go to Europe. And so it's at a very different emotional level. So conversion rates at this level tend to jump to between 50 and 60%. And then the level 3 is what we call the transformation level. And this is where the conversation becomes unforgettable for them and for you. This is at the level of identity. It's not that they want to coach their son's footy team. It's that they want to be the kind of father who shows up. It's that they want their wife to stop carrying everything alone. It's the version of themselves working 80-hour weeks. That's not who they want to be. So when you start helping the person become the person that they want to be with your particular product or service, and in some cases it's them visualizing what their world will look like, owning your particular product or service, that is at the level of identity. And not all conversations will get to level 3, but you need to get to at least a level 2 if you have any chance of them actually buying at a level, at a conversion rate higher than about 20%. So at this level, people aren't buying the product or the service, they're buying a version of their life that they've been quietly wanting to have happen for quite some time. So you can't manufacture this. You have to earn it by going deeper at level 1 and level 2, and you need to do it in a way that is allowing the person to see themselves at that level. And the other key distinction here is this is the difference between somebody, because anyone can get a sales framework and ask questions. It's the salesperson that can identify what the key motivators are and help the person to actually move toward those motivators. And you only get that by asking those questions that can get somebody to a level 2 or a level 3 type conversation. So here is how to know which level you are at. So at the simplest way is to ask yourself at the end of any sales conversation, do I know why this person actually wants this? Not the surface answer, the real one, the one tied to something that actually matters to them. And if the answer is no, then you stayed at a level 1. The frameworks, the scripts, the questions, they're all vehicles to help you to get to this level of conversations. The ones who get there consistently are the ones that convert consistently. So if you want to know exactly where your sales conversations are stopping short and what it's actually costing you, a sales diagnostic is the best place to start. You can get that at www.jblakerx.com. And that's where for a few $100s, we will map out exactly where the gaps are in your process and what to do about them. I've done this dozens and dozens of times, and it works incredibly well. If you would like to take advantage of that, I will look forward to talking to you on that call. What happens is that you go to that link. I'll mention the link again. It's www.jblakerx.com, and you will register. You will then be sent to a link in my calendar where you can book your 90-minute session, and I will then immediately send you the diagnostic to complete. You complete the diagnostic, we catch up on Zoom, and I go through everything with you. I give you 3 immediate strategies you can put into place that will give you a quick cash injection in your business, and you are then sent everything, the recording, all the recommendations. You'll have a plan. You can either implement the plan on your own or you can implement your plan with my help. So thanks as always for listening, and I will talk to you on the next podcast. Cheers.
You've been listening to Master Dealmaker Secrets with John Blake. Subscribe to get more in-depth strategies and maximize your sales process with new episodes every other week. And double your inquiry to sale conversion with the lead flow you already have. Go to johnblakeaudio.com for his exclusive, free, no fluff audio training and companion PDF guide.